It's really cold in my workshop, that's why I'm wearing my hat and a coat. Now you know. So what is special about this compressor? Well, it's based on the famous Teletronix LA-2A, an optical compressor that sounds natural and warm and that smoothes out the sound. It is mainly used in studio and particularly for bass and voices, but it can also be used for other instruments. What stands out of the LA-2A and what engineers like the most about it is its glue effect. It makes the sound stick better to a mix. And finally, being a compressor with high-quality components and tubes or valves, it gently enhances the mid and high frequencies, giving the sound more details. So this review is all about the pressure drop from Kasleder Fx, inspired by the LA-2A. Let's see if it meets our expectations. Welcome back to the Weatherbase. I am Jean-Marc von Loo. First of all, I would like to thank Kasleder Fx for sending me the pressure drop in exchange for my review. Before we start, a quick word. You can listen to all the sound samples without CapSim at the end of this video. Okay, this compressor has 3 pots. 2 of them are obvious: level, which is volume; compress, which is compression. However, gain is a control that apparently allows you to level the input and output signals. But to me, it doesn't sound like what is typically called a makeup gain. When I first tried the pedal and raised the gain all the way up, the bass sounded wider. A more open sound in a way. And as Albert Kasleder, the father of this creature, says, it magnifies the details. It's subtle, but I was surely pleasantly surprised. So we're going to listen to the pedal with the gain maxed up, using it as a boost pedal that will open up the sound. And now a little bit of slap, because who doesn't want to listen to a good compressor with slap? Well, I don't, because I'm going to slap, and I'm really a bad slapper. But maybe you do, so there you go. Be aware. I am going to slap. Despite my terrible slap level, the pressure drop is really an agreeable pedal to use. Now, maybe I would use another type of compressor for slapping, but because I never slap, I don't have to think about another one. But anyway, one that has a softer attack at the beginning of the transients. Because optical compressors usually have this pop sound at the beginning of the attack. That is much more obvious when you play hard on the strings, either slapping or with a pick or with the fingers if you attack the strings really hard. But when playing softer, even with a pick, you can really appreciate what this type of compressor adds to the sound. Every small detail is slightly brought forward. Now, where the LA-2 really shines, and in this case the pressure drop, is when you put it at the end of a signal chain or behind a preamp or even in the loop, in the effects loop of a preamp. This is where it does its glue function. Again, it's subtle, but obvious enough. In conclusion, the pressure drop is one of these pedals that you do not want to turn off, because if you do, you'll miss something. It might not be the most suitable compressor for strong string attack, and it doesn't have any compressor level indicators such as LED lights. So here it's more a matter of adjusting this pedal using your hearing and your guts. Then the pedal takes care of adding its magic to the sound. If you have a precision, a short scale bass, a fretless bass, then you have to try a pressure drop. But honestly, any kind of bass would work, as we showed in this video. And at the end of the day, the point here is that the pressure drop makes playing more enjoyable. In the next video, we're going to compare the pressure drop to two other optical compressor pedals that I have. One is the Lucid Hand Alma Mark III, and the other is the Teletronix CO2. And we'll do a sound sample with pick, something that we did not do on purpose in this video. That being said, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, slap the bell so that YouTube can notify you whenever I upload a video. Follow me on Instagram at the Whatabase channel for updates. And now I will leave you with a loop that we will pass through the pedal. I will move all of its controls so that you get an idea of what it sounds like on its own. And don't forget that at the end of this video, you will find all these sound samples without the amp sims. So there you go. Bye-bye.